Hello and welcome back, everyone. Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Super Mega World Series. Apologies in advance. You can hear I'm a little congested, coming off of a sickness, so just bear with me. I will do my best to mute myself if I have to cough or anything. I know you all don't want to hear that, but thank you for joining us for another episode. This time we're going to be watching the California Grizzlies and the Arizona Epics once again. The Epics ended up taking their second win in Game 3 last time out. We've already seen two teams get eliminated. Both the Apollos and the Blue Rocks are out of the tournament. We're hoping to see if the Grizzlies can avoid the same fate, and the Epics do not want to go to Game 5, so we will head right into this matchup, setting the lineup for both teams. We will be seeing Pearl Pansky, the 24th pick in this draft from the free agent pool for the Grizzlies, face off against Rotunda Black, the ace of the Grapplers, will be taking the mound for the Arizona Epics. Rotunda was drafted in the... It would be easier if I just clicked on her. She was drafted in the 7th round, and we're going to see if she can show off for the Grapplers here at the Red Rock Park Stadium. It's nighttime, so this will be a fun view in this stadium here. Always one of the more favorite parks in this in the SMB universe, I think, and we'll enjoy seeing them play off here as the Arizona Epics won in Game 3 here at home. They're looking to do the same. See if they can advance in the tournament. This would be Merriweather's first time advancing in any tournament, knocking on wood right now to not jinx it either way if he is able to advance. So Slapper Glute will step up to the plate first pitch swinging, and he fouls that one off. Batting .364, no home runs, no RBIs. He has his Little Hack trait activated for a moment before taking ball one. Rotunda gets strike two, so she'll get Tier 2 K Collector activated here. And that'll be a dribbler off the end of the bat. Heads over to Hanley Dexteris, who is at his secondary position of second base in this game. He gets it over to first, and that'll be out number one. Beefcake McStevens takes the number 2 spot. He's DHing today. Tier 2 power versus lefties activated. Looking for a high pitch. He'll see a two-seam fastball stay inside on him. There's a high pitch, but taken for strike one. And Rotunda gives him a high pitch, but he just misses it off the top of the barrel. Skies into center, and Ray's Rufo will call that. That'll be out number 2, and Chimo Gaspar, the number 3 hitter, will come up, batting .333 with 1 RBI, no home runs. He has Tier 2 contact versus lefties activated. Also looking for a low pitch, and he gets it, but it'll go right to Hanley Dexteris, tosses to first, out number 3, and that'll be the top of the first. So the Grizzlies go down in order. Rotunda Black stepping up to the plate and doing exactly what her manager asked her to do. Now we'll see how the Grizzlies respond on defense as Muffin Studwick will come up, locked in. Tier 3 fastball hitter, batting .500 with 1 home run and 2 RBIs. Having a good tournament. He gets a fastball, sends it to deep right center field, One hops in the corner there, bounces over to Fungo Akuro, and that's going to be a leadoff double for Muffin Studwick, so he stays hot. We'll turn to Darcy Hicks now, the wide loads first baseman with Tier 3 inside pitch, batting .200, had a solo home run in, I think, Game 1. Or maybe it was Game 2. Takes strike one there. Pearl Pansky was a free agent pitcher that was drafted in the 24th round for the Grizzlies with Tier 2 composed, which you see activated there on the 3-1. And ball 4 just misses the bottom of the zone. She can't believe it. I think the manager of the Grizzlies can't believe it. And with Pearl being an A- pitcher, we'll see Tier 2 Ace Exterminator activated for Hack Liner, who is locked in, batting .571. Takes a strike on the outside. At 1 home run, 3 RBIs. Lofts one into right field, hanging up for Track Statsman, and that'll be caught for out number 1. Errant throw, but able to recover was Carlton Starr to catch that for out number 1. And Sluggy Boomhauer will come up playing right field today. batting .375 with a solo home run earlier in this tournament. 1-1 count here for Pearl. Gets him grounding up the middle. Chimo Gaspar with a nice play, but it's not going to be turned here as it's going to be a fielder's choice. He dove up the middle, knocked it down, tossed it over to shortstop. Carlton Starr with an errant throw, and runner at first reaches safely. So first and third with 2 outs, and oh man, Hanley Dexter is ahead of that fastball, pulls it foul. That was a loud boom in this stadium. Takes the ball low. Hanley very, very good with the fastball. He gets it there, but now late. And it's a 1-2 count for Pearl. Looking to get out of this without any damage. Looks like she will. Skies into right field, and that's going to be called by a track statsman. We'll catch it for out number 3. So the Epics do get a little bit of a rally going there, but can't make anything happen. Only 1 hit on the bat off of Muffin Studwick, the left fielder playing first base today. And now here comes statsman. He'll swing at the first pitch he sees and sends it into center field for a leadoff base hit. So they have their first runner reach. Good speed over there at first for Fungo Akuro. Batting .143, so not having a good tournament so far. Has Tier 3 Little Hack not activated right now. Takes ball 1 high. Rotunda Black gets him swinging at a pitch out of the zone, and that's going to be skied to left field. Calling that is Willie Bacon. Runner had attempted to steal second base, but now retreats back to first. That'll be out number 1. Allie Findair batting .222, so having a very quiet tournament so far. Has been making some really great plays on defense, so at least she's not letting it affect both sides of the ball. 1-1 count here for Rotunda. Good speed over at first. Great arm behind the plate. They throw a pitch out of the zone. Trying to check on the runner there. And there's a fastball that gets sent into left field. Willie Bacon will come up throwing, but that's going to be 2 on and 1 out. And Carlton Starr will come up to the plate with Tier 3 first pitch Slayer. He is tense, so he's hoping that this can help offset that a little bit. Let's see if he gets a good pitch to hit here on the first pitch. Fastball he takes for strike 1. First pitch Slayer gone. Not offsetting the tense mojo in a high-pressure situation anymore. Gets out in the count 2-1. Both runners take off on a grounder. Hack liner will backhand. Toss to first. That's out number 2. Both runners going on the pitch. So could not make any play other than first base. And now second and third. Runners in scoring position for Kobe Kingman. Batting .143. Kobe looking to see if he can break out of his slump with a big hit here. Get his team on top, especially in a must-win game. K Collector activates for Rotunda. Takes ball high, so 2-2 count, 2 outs, runners on second and third. Swings through strike 3, gets a curveball, could not make contact, and he shatters his bat as he heads to the dugout. You can tell that's just a culmination of everything he's been dealing with through this entire World Series, and just the pressure's getting to some of these players much more than others. Speaking of that, here comes Masha Donga, who has not done any of that, has not gotten her first hit yet. She's tense right now. She gets an off-speed pitch, and it goes down the first baseline, but just foul. 1-2 count. She gets another foul ball there on an off-speed pitch. Takes ball inside. 2-2 for Pearl. And pulled foul, staying alive. Takes ball high, so this is now full count. Composed activates for Pearl. And chases a curveball, but makes contact and fouls it back. And there's an off-speed pitch, but right to Chimo Gaspar, who gets it to Kingman in time for out number 1. Nice little battle there from Masha, so even though she's not able to get on base, she's still able to do something to help out the team. Willie Bacon, on the other hand, has been very productive. Gets an outside pitch there, but pulls it foul. Batting .667 with a home run and 2 RBIs. He takes a strike in the inside part of the plate, and he takes strike 3, so frozen. Don't know what he was looking for there, but he heads back to the dugout, and that's out number 2. So Pearl, much cleaner innings so far. We'll see if Ray's Rufo can do anything different. Batting .333 has dropped down significantly to the 8th spot in the order. The number 6 round pick. 2-1 count for Pearl. Does not get him to chase the curveball, so she gets composed on a 3-1 count. Rays will take ball 4. Very tough pitch to take there. That curveball had a lot of action and movement on it, but it dropped out of the zone. They say it did not catch the corner. Harmony Strauss, who had a big game earlier in this tournament, two home runs, 3 RBIs. Batting .375, looking for a fastball. She gets it there, but doesn't make good contact, and she falls behind 0-2. And another dribbler will go foul. Good speed over there at first base, but a great arm behind the plate. Takes ball 1. 1-2 count, and she swings through strike 3. So both pitchers dealing right now. And another inning goes by with no runs scored. 0-0 here in the top of the third. Here comes Hank Hart batting .714. Has first pitch prayer, but he's locked in, so that'll offset itself. No home runs, no RBIs, but very productive this year. And that will continue. Another base hit up the middle, and the first pitch, his prayer is answered. And Hank Hart will stand on first base, a spot where he is very comfortable with. And a leadoff single for Slapper Glute. He's 0 for 1 today, batting .333 now. High pressure, so we'll keep an eye on those mojos, is how that can play a factor. You can see Hank Hart at first, decent speed, especially with the locked-in mojo. 2-1 count here for Rotunda. Runner takes off on a hit and run, and Slapper Glute slaps that one into left field, a home run. That one gets over, and big shot from the California Grizzlies to break this one open 2-0. Slapper Glute's first home run, second RBI of the tournament, a big 403-foot blast to left field. He did more than slap that one, and that's going to give the California Grizzlies the lead here in a must-win game for them. Immediately turns Rotunda tense, and with Beefcake McStevens on the at the plate, as this one tails just foul down the first base line, excuse me. And it's a 1-1 count. You have to be very careful. Keeps challenging him here. Cake Collector will activate on a 1-2 count. Sails inside for ball 2. Another high pitch fouled back, just missing it. And there's strike 3, drops it into the bottom of the zone, and that'll be called strike 3. I imagine that'll get Rotunda's mojo back. Chimo Gaspar 0 for 1. He got his mojo up from a diving play earlier in this game. So he's locked in right now. Rotunda is back to neutral mojo. She's at almost the 40 pitch mark, so I imagine she doesn't have much left. Diving attempt there. No one's at first base. Muffin gets there in time. The race to the bag finishes with the Muffin Studwick hustle over to first base as Rotunda Black pulled herself off the mound but dove for the ball, probably unnecessarily. This one skied to deep right field, carrying, and it looks like it's going to die there at the warning track, calling it as Boomhauer. That'll end the inning, but a 2-run shot from Slapper Glute. If you think he's overrated, I have something to show you, because he just broke the tie and finally was able to break through against Rotunda Black. So now Pearl Pansky with a lead steps back up to the mound, facing off against Muffin Studwick, who got a base hit in his last at-bat, a big double, still locked in. Made great hustle play to get to first in time to get Chimo Gaspar at first on a grounder. 1-2 count. It popped up foul behind the plate. We'll do it again. 2-2 now. And Chase is out of the zone. He loses his mojo as he throws his bat on the ground and heads back to the dugout. That's out number 1, so Pearl Pansky still continues to cruise here in the bottom of the third inning. Darcy Hicks gets an inside pitch, but he gets underneath it. That's going to die out in right field, calling it as track statsman, and that'll be out number 2. So 2 quick outs, and now Hack Liner with nobody on and 2 outs. Ace Exterminator activated, batting .500. He's locked in as well. First pitch low for a ball. Right in the middle of the zone, taken for strike 1. And off the end of the bat, but pulled into left field, and that's going to be a 2-out single for Hack Liner, who reaches base safely. And now Pearl loses her mojo back to neutral, and Sluggy Boomhauer will come up, looking to try and boom one out here. .333 with a solo home run earlier, looking to see if he can make something happen here against Pearl, who's already over 50 pitches. 1-1 count. Still 2 outs. And Boomhauer sails this one to deep left field into the corner. It's going to be foul territory, but getting it is slapper glued. Had just enough room there in the corner to make that catch. And that's the way that the inning ends. No response from the Epics as the California Grizzlies look to try and add to their lead here. Ratana Black will stay out there at least for the time being. Fungo Akuro swings at the first pitch he sees and skies to left field. That's going to die, and Willie Bacon will catch that for out number 1. Excuse me. Ellie Findair, 1 for 1 with a single. Looking to find an alley here, see if she can get into a scoring position, see if she can get something going. Ratana Black on an 0-2 count. K Collector activated and popped foul. We'll do it again. And a blast to left field, but on a line right to Willie Bacon. He runs in a circle, hauls it in for out number 2. And Carlton Starr with Tier 2 first pitch Slayer will come up. He took a first pitch strike last time. Tier 3, excuse me. This time takes a first pitch ball. Takes a strike that drops right into the zone. Another one, same spot. 1-2 count, K Collector activated, and it happens. She collects another K as Carlton Starr goes down. He has been tense for a lot of this tournament, and his struggles continue offensively. And a 1-2-3 inning for Ratana Black. A nice response from her after giving up that Sioux-run homer. Now we'll see if her offense can help her out. Hanley Dexteras will start lead things off here. He's been pretty quiet. He has been batting .333, so decently well there, but only 1 RBI. I think a lot of people expected more from him, and he does sneak this one past the diving Chimo Gaspar at second base into right field for a leadoff single. I feel like you have to look to replace Masha Donga at some point very soon because she continues to struggle. And here she blasts one into center field on a line right down in front of Fungo Akuro, and that'll be another single here, her first hit of the tournament, and it'll be first and second with no outs for Willie Bacon. A good start to this bottom of the 4th, and Pearl Pansky approaching the 60 pitch mark has to be very careful. Willie Bacon looking for a pitch on the outside part of the plate, takes the ball high. Willie Bacon sends it to left center field. This one's going to get down all the way to the wall. Heading home is the first runner heading from third. Masha stands at third base, and a double for Willie Bacon will make this a 2-1 lead now for the Grizzlies, and still nobody out. 3 consecutive hits for the Epics, and now Pearl will get pulled for Remington Sharp. Remington has made a few appearances so far. Not sure how much he has pitched. They pitch out trying to check for the suicide squeeze, as Ray's Rufo might be up for it. A grounder up the middle, past the diving Chimo Gaspar. 1 run comes home, the other one coming in. Willie Bacon will score without a contest, and that's going to give the Epics a 3-2 lead here. 3 runs unanswered so far here in the bottom of the 4th, and the Epics take the lead back from the Grizzlies. Again, this is a must-win for the Grizzlies if they want to stay in this tournament. Epics looking to try and finish them off. Remington Sharp, both of those runs that scored were inherited, so those will go towards Pearl Pansky. Chimo Gaspar will get that over to first. He takes his time on the turn thanks to Ali Findair with another cannon arm activate there at third base, so they go around the horn 5-4-3 double play and clears the bases. Remington Sharp now responsible for anything going forward here. 2-1 count for Muffin Studwick, who struck out last time. He swings through 1, and it's 2-2, and he'll take strike 3. So after getting a double in the first inning, his next 2 at-bats fall victim to the strikeout, and that'll end the inning, but not before the Grizzlies give up 3 runs in the bottom of the 4th, and Ratana Black now has a lead back. And the Grizzlies have to respond quickly. They're running out of time. Kobe Kingman has been struggling. He needs to find it for his team. 3-0 count right out of the gate. Ratana very inaccurate right now. She gets a get me over strike, gets him to foul off, and now K Collector activates on a full count for Kingman, and he'll push one foul, staying just alive. And this one will get down in front of left fielder Willie Bacon for a leadoff single. So Kobe Kingman stands on first base for Hank Hart. Now batting .750 on the tournament. First pitch swung, got a prayer answered, and it was a base hit up the middle. Durr Neverwalker comes in place of Rotonda Black, so her day is done. However, the runner on first is her responsibility. Durr will get a first pitch strike on the slider. That one drops out of the zone, inside for ball one. And a pop-up. Durr Neverwalker calls it. And we'll catch that for out number one. Runner retreats back to first. And Slapper Glute will come up 1 for 2 with a 2-run homer. For a moment, that was the difference in this ball game. They pull Kobe Kingman for Volter Bolter with much better speed over there at first base. Harmony Strauss is tense, and another pop-up, this one in foul territory. Strauss will catch that one, and that's going to be out number 2. So with Strauss being tense behind the plate, her arm weakens a bit. Still a good arm anyways, but it might be a tough throw down to second if they try and steal. Beefcake is also tense. He's struggled 250 since hitting that home run to walk off game 1. He has not done much else since. 2-1 count here, takes ball 3, so now he's ahead in the count. Composed activates, checking on the runner. Beefcake with a big opportunity here with the pitch and count in his favor. He'll take strike 2, excuse me, and Volter Bolter gets caught stealing second base. Harmony Strauss with a cannon down to second will end the inning, so Beefcake will get his at-bat reset. And a missed opportunity here for the Grizzlies. Volter will stay in at first base, so Kobe Kingman gets replaced. Remington Sharp will stay out there as well. It's to face off against the 2-3-4 hitters, starting with Darcy Hicks. 2-2 count here for Darcy, being very patient. And Volter with a nice diving play. He tosses to Sharp. That'll be out number 1. I think if that's Kobe Kingman, that gets past him and into right field. So it might have been a good call to bring in Volter for that one. Volter for that one. Another ace on the mound. So ace exterminator activated for Hackliner. Got a base hit in his last at bat. And he mashes one to dead center field on a line. Fungo Akiro with a nice leaping play. Not many times do you see that happen in this game. Nice leaping play as it was about to get over his head. And he'll get his mojo back as he steals a liner from Hackliner. Boomhauer now up on an 0-2 count. And Sharp gets strike 3, so he has been sharp since he came in. He did allow a base hit to give up the lead, but those were inherited runners. Again, Pearl Pansky was responsible for those. Beefcake now up. His at-bat resets. He's 0 for 2. He would have had a full count had Volter reached second safely. Ball high, so 2-2 count. Durr challenging the top of the zone. Another ball, so 3-0 count. Do you give him the green light here? Composed, activated. Takes a strike. 3-1, still in his favor. And there's ball 4, stays inside, so he earns the walk. He'll be standing on first base for Chimo Gaspar, still locked in despite being 0 for 2 today. Max pressure here for everyone involved, and Beefcake gets his mojo back after the walk. Takes a first pitch fastball for a strike. Ball low out of the zone, and Harmony Strauss will recover quickly there, preventing the runner from advancing. Chimo takes another strike at the bottom of the zone. 1-2 count. And a base hit up the middle on a low pitch. That will allow the runner to advance to second. And 2 on, no outs. The Grizzlies fighting for their lives here in the top of the 6th. And now they'll see Tier 2 RBI hero, Track Statsman, 1 for 2 today, batting .500 on the tournament. Max pressure, runners on first and second. Good speed at second. Track could get the tie back or more, depending on what he can do here. 1-1 count. Durr getting tired. And a grounder straight to Hackliner. Goes to Dexter's over to first, double play, 5-4-3, and that will clear the bases. Runner does advance over to third base, so now the tying run with 2 outs, standing on third base for Fungo Akiro. He's batting .111. Your hopes land on the feet of Fungo's bat. And a grounder just fouled down the first baseline. Little Hack activates on a 1-2 count. Blast to center field. This one looks like it's going to hang up. Calling it is Reyes Rufo. Catch that to end the game and the Grizzlies' hopes of coming back. The Arizona Epics will advance to the second round of the Super Mega World Series and will represent the Epic region moving forward. The Grizzlies gave it a fighting chance there at the end. A tough ground ball double play really ruined their chances of fighting back in this one. And that's a heartbreaker, folks. A 3-2 victory for the Epics. Something I know Merriweather has been hoping for so long is to see his team advance into the next round of one of these tournaments. If you've been following the Elite Discord tournament in the previous iterations of that, he is the manager of the Arctics, and he has seen his team go down in both of those tournaments. So he is excited to see his team advance. For the Grizzlies, their first time showing in this tournament, it's been a tough loss for them, especially after the way it started. But, woof. Well, let's take a look at the outcome here. Starting with the Grizzlies offense, Beefcake being 0 for 2 was a tough thing to look at, batting .250 on the tournament. He did induce a walk. He was the tying run there in the 6th inning, but it was too little too late at that point. Slapper Glute batting .357 with 1 home run and 2 RBIs. That's great to see from him at the top of the order. The rest of the lineup was pretty quiet. Base hits from Gaspar, from Statsman, from Ali Finder, from Kingman, and from Hank Hart. Hank was the most productive hitter on this team all throughout. He was one of the 2 runs that scored today, but it was not enough for the Grizzlies offense. For the Arizona Epics, they did just enough. Muffin Studwick with a leadoff double, but that was all he could do. 0 for 2 from Darcy Hicks. He did induce a walk. Hackliner with a base hit. He got robbed of more from Fungo Ikiro in center field on that last at-bat. Boomhauer struggling, batting .273, 0 for 3 day for him today. Dexterez got on base and scored a run. Same with Donga, her first hit of the tournament. Willie Bacon got a double, scoring 1 run, and Reyes Rufo ended up knocking Donga and Bacon in on his double. 2 RBIs for him. He also worked a walk, and Harmony Strauss got hot but cooled off pretty quickly. She's 0 for 2 today. And pitching-wise, honestly, great performance from all 4 of the individuals that came out in this one. There's not really anybody that let things go. I think Pansky should have been pulled a little bit sooner. I wouldn't necessarily fault her for her struggles, but she gets the loss. 3 innings pitched, 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Remington Sharp came in and was that. He was very sharp. 2 innings, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts. On the other side, Ratana Black pitched very well. She did give up that 2-run homer to Slapper Gloop, but other than that, only 5 hits, 3 strikeouts, and 4 innings. Jordan Everwalker got the save. He gave up 1 hit. He did walk 1, despite the name, and nothing else in 2 innings pitched. So it'll be Slapper Glute with the number 1 spot, followed by Reyes Rufo. Then Willie Bacon will round out the order here, or the top 3. And the Arizona Epics move on to the next round, and we have 3 teams decided. We have 1 round left to work with, and series left to work with here, and it's the one between the Dogs and the Blue Ox. So next time out, we will see if the Dogs can be the only team in this bracket to fight back from a 2-1 deficit, as all other teams with a 2-1 lead ended up getting that 3rd victory in the next game. So can Game 4 go differently for the Dogs, or will the Twin Cities Blue Ox knock off the 1 seed and head to the next round and represent the Monster Division going forward? Oh, man. After this round ends, we will review some of the league leaders. We'll review some of the stats from the teams that got eliminated. And from there, we will unveil a very cool surprise that I'm excited to show off, or the games for the rest of the tournament. So thank you so much for watching. Apologies to the leader of the Grizzlies for getting knocked off. Congratulations to the Epics. They will be moving on. They join the Soul Takers and the Blazers, heading to the second round of the first inaugural Super Mega World Series. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.